Kapalbhati. Kapala is a Sanskrit word, it means skull. Bhati means to shine. The term Kapalbhati means an exercise that makes the skull shine. This Kriya cleanses the skull. So this is taken as one of the Shakamas, 6 cleansing processes, in Hatha Yoga. Sit on Padmasana. Keep the hands on knees. Close the eyes. Perform Puraka and Rechka rapidly. This should be practiced vigorously. One will get perspiration profusely. This is a good form of exercise. Those who are well versed in Kapalbhati can do Bhastrika very easily. There is no Kumbhaka in this pranayam. Rechka plays a prominent part. Puraka is mild, slow and long, Dirgha. But the Rechka should be done quickly and forcibly by contracting the abdominal muscles with a backward push. When you do Puraka, release the abdominal muscles. Some people naturally make a curve of the spine and bend their heads also. This is not desirable. The head and the trunk should be erect. Sudden expulsions of breath follow one another as in Bhastrika. To start with, you can have 1 expulsion per second. Gradually you can have 2 expulsions per second. To begin with, do 1 round in the morning consisting of 10 expulsions only. In the second week, do 1 round in the evening. In the third week, do 2 rounds in the morning and 2 rounds in the evening. Thus every week, gradually and cautiously increase 10 expulsions to each round till you get 120 expulsions for each round. It cleanses the respiratory system and the nasal passages. It removes the spasm in bronchial tubes. Consequently, asthma is relieved and also cured in course of time. The apices of the lungs get proper oxygenation. Thereby they cannot afford favorable nidus, breeding grounds, for tubercle bacilli. Consumption is cured by this practice. Lungs are considerably developed. Carbon dioxide is eliminated in a large scale. Impurities of the blood are thrown out. Tissues and cells absorb a large quantity of oxygen. The practitioner keeps up good health. Heart functions properly. The circulatory and respiratory systems are toned to a considerable degree. The external Kumbhaka, Bahya. Draw the air through the left nostril till you count 3 ohms. Throw it out through the right nostril immediately without retaining it, counting 6 ohms. Stop it outside till you count 12 ohms. Then draw the breath through the right, exhale it through the left and stop it outside as before, using the same units of ohm for inhalation, exhalation and retention. Do 6 times in the morning and 6 times in the evening. Gradually increase the number of rounds and the time of Kumbhaka. Do not strain or fatigue yourself. Easy comfortable pranayama, Sukha Purvaka. Sit on Padmasana or Siddhasana in your meditation room, before the picture of your Ishta Devta, guiding deity. Close the right nostril with the right thumb. Draw in the air very, very slowly through the left nostril. Then close the left nostril also with little and ring fingers of the right hand. Retain the air as long as you can comfortably do. Then exhale very, very slowly through the nostril after removing the thumb. Now half the process is over. Then draw air through the right nostril. Retain the air as before and exhale it very, very slowly through the left nostril. All these 6 processes constitute one pranayama. Do 20 in the morning and 20 in the evening. Gradually increase the number. Have a bhava, mental attitude, that all the Devi Sampat, divine qualities, example, mercy, love, forgiveness, santi, joy, etc., are entering into your system along with the inspired air, and all Asuri Sampat, devilish qualities, such as lust, anger, greed, etc., are being thrown out along with the expired air. Repeat Om or Gayatri * mentally during Puraka, Kumbhaka and Rechaka. Hardworking sadhakas can do 320 Kumbhakas daily in 4 sittings at the rate of 80 in each sitting. This pranayam removes all diseases, purifies the nadis, steadies the mind in concentration, improves digestion, increases the digestive fire and appetite, helps to maintain brahmacharya and awakens the Kundalini that is sleeping at the Muladhara chakra. Purification of nadis will set in rapidly. You will have levitation, rising above the ground, also. Pranayama for awakening Kundalini. When you practice the following, concentrate on the Muladhara chakra at the base of the spinal column, which is triangular in form and which is the seat of the Kundalini Sakti. Close the right nostril with your right thumb. Inhale through the left nostril till you count 3 ohms slowly. Imagine that you are drawing the prana with the atmospheric air. Then close the left nostril with your little and ring fingers of the right hand. Then retain the breath for 12 ohms. Send the current down the spinal column straight into the triangular lotus, the Muladhara chakra. Imagine that the nerve current is striking against the lotus and awakening the Kundalini. Then slowly exhale through the right nostril counting 6 ohms. Repeat the process from the right nostril as stated above, using the same units, and having the same imagination and feeling. This pranayama will awaken the Kundalini quickly. Do it 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening. Increase the number and time gradually and cautiously according to your strength and capacity. In this pranayama, concentration on the Muladhara chakra is the important thing. Kundalini will be awakened quickly if the degree of concentration is intense and if the pranayama is practiced regularly. Pranayama during meditation. If you do concentration and meditation, pranayama comes by itself. The breath becomes slower and slower. We will practice this pranayama daily unconsciously. When you are reading a sensational storybook or when you are solving a mathematical problem, your mind is really very much absorbed in the subject matter. If you closely watch your breath on these occasions, you will find that the breath has become very slow. When you see a tragical story being enacted in the theater or a film show, when you hear a very sad striking news or some glad tidings, when you shed tears either of joy or sorrow, or burst into laughter, the breath is slackened, pranayama comes by itself. In those yogic students who practice Sirsasana, pranayama comes by itself. It is obvious from these examples that when the mind is deeply concentrated on any subject, the respiration slows down or stops. Pranayama is being done automatically. Mind and prana are intimately connected. If you turn your attention to watch the breath on those occasions, it will regain its normal state. Pranayama comes by itself to those who are deeply absorbed in doing japa, dhyana or brahmavichara, enquiry of Atman. Prana, mind and virya, seminal energy, are under one sambandha, connection. If you can control prana, mind and virya are controlled by themselves. If you control the virya by remaining as an akhanda brahmachari without emission of even a single drop of semen for 12 years, mind and prana are controlled by themselves. Just as there is connection between wind and fire, light, so also there is connection between prana and mind. Wind fans the fire. Prana also fans the mind. If there is no wind, fire or light gets steady. Hatha yogins approach Brahman by controlling prana. Rasa yogins approach Brahman by controlling mind. In this pranayama you need not close the nostrils. Simply close the eyes if you practice it in a sitting posture. Forget the body and concentrate. If you practice this during walking, just feel minutely the movement of the air that is inhaled and exhaled. Pranayama while walking. Walk with head up, shoulders back and with chest expanded. Inhale slowly through both nostrils counting Om mentally 3 times, 1 count for each step. Then retain the breath till you count 12 ohms. Then exhale slowly through both nostrils till you count 6 ohms. Take the respiratory pause or rest after one pranayama counting 12 ohms. If you find it difficult to count Om with each step, count Om without having any concern with the steps. Kapalbhati can also be done during walking. Those who are very busy can practice the above pranayama during their morning and evening walks. It is like killing two birds with one stone. You will find it very pleasant to practice pranayama while walking in an open place, when delightful gentle breeze is blowing. You will be invigorated and innovated quickly to a considerable degree. Practice, feel and realize the marked, beneficial influence of this kind of pranayama. Those who walk briskly, repeating Om mentally or verbally do practice natural pranayama without any effort. Pranayama in Savasana. Lie down on the back, quite at ease, over a blanket. Keep the hands on the ground by the side and legs straight. The heels should be kept together, but the toes can remain a little apart. Relax all the muscles and the nerves. Those who are very weak can practice pranayama in this pose while lying on the ground or on a bedstead. Draw the breath slowly without making any noise, through both nostrils. Retain the breath as long as you can do it with comfort. Then exhale slowly through both nostrils. Repeat the process 12 times in the morning and 12 times in the evening. Chant Om mentally during the practice. If you like, you can practice the easy comfortable posture also. This is a combined exercise of asana, pranayama, meditation and rest. It gives rest not only to the body but also for the mind. It gives relief, comfort and ease. This is very suitable for aged people. Rhythmical breathing. The breathing in men and women is very irregular. In exhalation the prana goes out 16 digits and in inhalation only 12 digits, thus losing 4 digits. But if you inhale for 16 digits as in exhalation, then you will have rhythmical breathing. Then the power Kundalini will be roused. By the practice of rhythmical breathing you will enjoy real good rest. You can control the respiratory center that is situated in medulla oblongata and other nerves also. Because the center of respiration has a sort of controlling effect on other nerves. He who has calm nerves has a calm mind also. If the units of exhalation and inhalation are the same, you will have rhythmical breathing. If you inhale till you count 6 ohms, exhale also till you count 6 ohms. This is breathing in and out in a measured manner. This will harmonize the whole system. This will harmonize the physical body, mind, indriyas and will soothe the tired nerves. You will experience full repose and calmness. All the bubbling emotions will subside and the surging impulses will calm down. There is another variety of modification of rhythmic breathing. Inhale slowly through both nostrils for 4 ohms, retain the breath for 8 ohms, internal kumbhaka, exhale slowly through both nostrils for 4 ohms, and retain the breath outside, external kumbhaka, for 8 ohms. Repeat the above process a number of times according to your strength and capacity. You can gradually increase the duration of inhalation and exhalation after some practice of 8 ohms and the period between breaths to 16 ohms. But never try to increase the duration until you are sure that you have power and strength to do so. You must experience joy and pleasure in doing the same. You should not feel any undue strain. Pay considerable attention to keep up the rhythm. Remember that the rhythm is more important than the length of breath. You must feel the rhythm throughout your whole body. Practice will make you perfect. Patience and perseverance are needed.